Oh, there we go. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hey, Allison, Pauline, Vlad, Beth, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to the stream, to another practice stream. So yesterday's review went so well. I've already started um, uh, uh, editing it. So I'm hoping to keep it to 10 minutes, but I'm starting to think it might go up to 20. Um, but we'll see. There's just like I'm editing it down to only the review bits of a Nagahara Mini that people clicking the video would want to see. Like if I were clicking a video about a Nagahara Mini, like I would want to get right into the meat of it. Like what's different about it from a regular piccolo? How does it sound, etc. So yeah, I'm very excited about it, but I'm starting to think it might not be 10 minutes. However, I'm not doing like crazy edits with it. It really is just basically just a highlight reel from the stream. So yeah, because I realized, I want to say at the beginning of January, I realized that I was like, wait a second, I need to stop trying to edit my videos as if I'm a professional video editor. I'm not. I'm just a YouTuber. And you guys are not here for my professional editing. You guys are here for me and my content. So I've noticed a lot of success with with what I do by not actually going too hard with my editing. So, that's kind of where we're at right now. Aldemiro, hello, how are you? So Allison, you have to stay home sick today, can't go into work. Need a day. Well, rest up. I'm glad that you can hang out with us and rest. Jasmine, hello. How are you? Wait. Oh, excuse me. Woo. Hello, how are you? How is life? Hello, Michael. Nothing wrong with a 20-minute video. Yeah, I think that like if it's 20 minutes, I need to make sure it is jam-packed with information for the entire 20 minutes. If there is any extraneous moments, they have to be funny. That's how I'm boiling it down. It's like either it's straight information about the piccolo or it is a very funny moment. Nothing beyond those two. So yeah, it's already going pretty well. I'm thinking because it starts so abruptly, I might need to do just a very quick hello and intro, or I might do sort of like a tiny mini highlight reel of the moments that I have captured in the highlight right at the beginning, just so it can kind of like suck people in a little bit when they're, how when you guys like, well, I do this, so like when I'm going down my YouTube homepage or through my subscriptions and I start hovering over the different videos that I can watch, I really appreciate it when they put in a little bit of like a highlight reel with captions, so I can kind of watch it in a tiny thumbnail for a few seconds to see if this is something that I would love to watch. So I might do that, but yeah, it definitely just kind of like jumps right into the actual review. And I'm really excited for that. It kind of like a blooper intro, kind of, yeah. Also Nathan, hello, and Deanna, hello. So yeah, I don't know, I'm tired. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I am so tired. I don't think I've fully caught up on sleep yet. But life is like, pretty darn good for what it is. Okay, one last thing before I start practicing. I do need to let you guys know that I might be receiving a phone call. It's house stuff. So I might be receiving a phone call. Don't know if I'm going to receive it during the hour that we're practicing. So I have put my phone on with the sound on. So if you guys see that and I have to step away, I'm just going to pause the timer and then put us on the break screen while I take my call. So just want to let you guys know, you know, I'm not trying to like just make myself completely unavailable while I'm streaming. And I also figured that this is a great way just to demonstrate that I am human and I have a very normal life. So kind of like yesterday, taking breaks to go put the chicken in the oven, which by the way, turned out beautiful. I spatchcocked a chicken and we had it seasoned and marinating for, well, essentially like a dry marinade for about 2 days before we cooked it. And it was amazing. Also put the seasoning under the whatchamacallit, under the skin. And it was, oh, it was fantastic. And then we like, the breast meat was so juicy, and normally I don't even like white meat. It was so good. Took the bones off, made a soup with it too. Oh, it was amazing. So if you guys are wondering how the chicken turned out yesterday, it was fire. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Viva, hello and welcome to the stream. Ruth, hello and welcome to the stream. Practicing for your lesson later. Yay, let's practice together. You feel like you were sick this week, so you feel like a total slacker. Don't feel like a total slacker. You needed to rest and get your energy back up. Like I always say, there's no music without the musician. So, yeah. Oh, Vlad, I'm so sorry to hear that you're having a rotten time. Yeah, but flute playing is better than ever. I am actually noticing that about myself too. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, opposite for you, Allison. Well, just saying. Spatchcocking a chicken is surprisingly easy and looks incredibly impressive. Best if you have an instant thermometer though, so you can check how done it is. But yeah, okay, so let's head on over to our practice screen. I do have water here, so I will rinse out my mouth. I do need to turn off my heater and my fan so that it's not like literally blowing up the flute microphone. So give me a second to do that. So here we go, turning off the fan here and then turning off the heater. There we go. All right, and then we are going to raise our desk. So will I do a practice stream like this on my piccolo one day? I do want to. I was actually inspired by yesterday's review to do a practice stream on the piccolo. Right now, I think I'm a little bit too busy doing the like drilling the development in the Ebar. So I kind of want to, why is my camera doing this? Yeah, I kind of want to like really get all of my repetitions in for the third movement, like finish doing that first before I do some piccolo practice sessions. So hold on tight for that, all right? Okay, so Victor, hello and welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh no, you need knee surgery. I'm so sorry to hear that, Vlad. That sounds awful. Wishing you a speedy recovery. So let's rinse out my mouth. Okay, we got our earplug. Let's make sure this is in line, or that is rockstro grip. All right. I do find it hilarious that I found that I had to do the rockstro grip on the piccolo. That was wild to discover. I did not know that. Okay. I'm going to get the timer going, but you guys can keep talking in the chat. Have fun. Here I go. Just going to make sure I have everything in front of me. Okay, lovely. There we go. I really need to do a proper review on my this flute, because like after doing that review yesterday, holy cow. Like I think a lot of the things that I'm feeling on this flute might actually be a property of the Mopani wood, because like I'm doing pretty much exactly what I described, what I drew yesterday. Ooh, that is making a huge difference. Absolutely huge difference in like just the ease in which I'm playing. Right. Yeah, everyone's level of rock stroke grip is different, I find. So it really depends on your hands and your arms and like, you know, so yeah, very different from person to person for sure. Okay, so let's do De La Sonorite. We're doing interval jumping exercises with our bass note that we're jumping to every other note is high D sharp, D sharp 4, 5, 6. So D sharp 6. And we are slurring from, I believe, the changing notes to this bass note. And then after that, we will do everything slurred. So let's do this. All right, that's by far the best my low notes have ever been, now that I really understand exactly where they need to be placed. It's the same as my piccolo. It has to like resonate behind my bottom lip. I feel like I knew this before, but after yesterday, it's really solidified. Very, very cool. I was having some trouble in the high register because just from like sliding my finger around so much. So this next bit is going to be definitely a bit of a challenge. We're gonna do everything slurred now. My lip is not moving the way I want it to. Got to work on the lower octave again. Okay, better. So I was relaxing my lip the way I wanted to on those lower notes, and I was resonating them behind my lower lip. That's what I wanted to do. So Deanna, you're asking, how long does it take to find the balancing point usually on the flute? Some days you have zero problems, other days the thing rocks back and forth like a bow on choppy seas. So well, personally, I noticed that it partially has to do with like also the fact that we change, like organically, we change. We're not actually the same every day. So this can be exacerbated by like if you have an injury or if you pulled a muscle or something like that. But generally speaking, we change every day. So what I will say though is that I mean, you guys watched me basically change my posture 3 times. So yeah, it does take a really long time to get a feel of what works for you. I do think that just having more information about what you can do definitely will help you have more things to try. So for me, the really big kind of catalyst into me holding the flute much better with better balance was learning about the rock stroke grip. So yeah, I know that doesn't really answer your question because to be honest, there's really no one answer. Some people happen upon their good balance of the flute very easily, very quickly. Some people, it just takes a really long time, like myself. So yeah. Lars, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Does anyone have experience in taking up flute classes again as an adult? I think most people here are. I'm still playing very regularly, but I feel like you could benefit from a teacher to progress even more. Yeah, so my good friend Tatiana, the flute practice, she's particularly experienced with group classes for adult flute students. So like if you wanted sort of like a group setting, she is fantastic for that. She and I actually have a lot of overlapping students because it's kind of nice to have a group to go to while also seeing someone privately. Personally, I don't give group classes because it's just not really my cup of tea. I really enjoy giving private lessons. So you know, it kind of depends on what you need, you know, what you want to try. So yeah, it's all really good stuff. Yeah. Alden, hello and welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, so lots of adults in here. In fact, I would say most people watching me right now are probably adults. Yeah. Yeah, keep what works, discard what doesn't. Exactly. Yeah, Deanna. So, yeah, there's no one right answer. Okay, let's move on to, you guys keep talking. It's totally fine. That's not like the end of the topic. Okay, you guys can keep talking. I just need to keep going. So let's do circular breathing. Alden, it's okay. You're in good company. Eric, hi. How are you? Welcome back. Okay. Still working on not plugging the back of my nose. Okay. I'm going to take that for today. Starting to feel what I need to do with my air when I push out whatever is in the bottom of my mouth and in my throat. There's a very specific way that you can do it that's a little bit more controlled. I still don't have the words to articulate what that is. We'll give it quite a bit more time before I can do that. I'm just going to let it simmer in the back of my head and think about it on my off time. Okay, so let's move on to Moyse. No, not De La Norte. We already did that. 480 exercises, which, by the way, I will update what I'm going to do next time in De La Norte. So we'll move on to number 21 tomorrow, but now we're on 480 exercises and we're on number 438. Okay, so I guess we're on the last page somewhere, or second to last. Okay, wonderful. So we are on, we're doing 7th chords on F. So that they're broken too. Oh, goodness gracious. This could be interesting. Okay, we'll give this a go. I'm going to have to take this really slow because this is not a chord that I do very often at all, if at all. figure out the top part for both tone and fingers. Okay, top note's a little bit stuffy. So right now there's a little bit of a struggle to remember to stick my lip out, but also resonate further up and back. Oh, Victor, thank you so much. Cheers. Void, hello and welcome. How are you? Okay, let's see. All right, nice and dry in here. Midnight Moth, welcome back. How are you? Hope life is good. All right, not bad, not bad. The sliding around the pinky is not too bad these days. I'm pretty happy with that. Lip needs to come out. All right, so the high A is definitely a little bit like finicky on this flute. So I'm just gonna work on the top bit a little bit. Much better. It needs to be way higher. So I need to really like keep my mouth nice and open. All right, one more. Trying out the E to C slide. Definitely working a little bit better today. I feel like my hand is not as stiff as it was 2 days ago. Okay, I do want to work again on the top A bit. Okay, better. Not bad, not bad. Let's look to see what we're gonna do tomorrow. Okay. So 91 is on the menu for tomorrow. We'll put that, update that here. 91. Okay, wonderful. We got that going. So now we can go back to the Ebar. Looks like I need to go forwards this time. Here we go. Did I go forwards? No, I need to go backwards this time. Backwards. Okay. Yes. So, for anyone who is wondering what I'm talking about, I am just drilling the development section of the third movement of the Ebar because I know that I am lacking in repetitions. Meaning that like without repetitions, you can't really build muscle memory. So I'm building muscle memory to try and match the amount of repetitions that I've done for the first and second movement. Now, this can get very boring. So a great way to trick your brain into thinking you're doing something different is by doing it in a different order every time. So I go forwards and back, and then backwards the next day, and then forwards and then backwards. So a lot of the name of the game for practicing is actually just straight up repetitions. You need to do your repetitions in order to build muscle memory. There's no other way around it. Now, obviously, there's part of practicing where you're actively experimenting, which is great fun, totally awesome. But you know, a good chunk of your practicing, if not at least half of your practicing, needs to just be repetitions. So that's what I'm doing right now. Let's see. How are you guys doing in the chat? You guys having fun? All right, cool. So I'm going to just start doing my repetitions. Here we go. I was doing that last bit by memory. All right. Not bad. Not bad. We do it again. I think I'm going to mute my computer. That was loud. Okay. How are things going? Let's see. I'm just going to check, make sure everything's okay. Everything's good. Okay, so let's do a third repetition. Okay, I do want to do that like descending bit just like 3 more times, just that tiny little bit by itself, just again, just for the muscle memory. Okay, part of it was also muscle memory for my lips too, to like land that high E immediately. Okay, we're gonna move back a bit. How was the chicken, Victor? It was fantastic. I spatchcocked the chicken 2 days ago, and we let it season, dry marinade in the fridge for 2 days. And then popped it into the oven yesterday. It was a big bird, so it took like I thought it was going to take 45 minutes. It took an hour and 15 to cook this chicken, but it was moist and delicious. And then we took it off the bones and then put the bones into, from the bones, we made a broth out of it too. It was amazing. Thank you for asking. Okay. We're going to continue going back one section. And we're going to run that 3 times. Okay, I still need to do more repetitions for like that first figure. So we're going to run that 3 more times. Just the first figure, the first 2 little blips. All right, that was nice and clean. We're getting there with that section. We're getting there. Okay. Gonna swab again. Oh, Deanna. Yeah, I remember when you were coming out of it and joining the streams, coming out of pneumonia. Ugh. Life happens, you know? I myself, before January, had to take a long break from practicing as well. I'm sure you guys noticed. I just wasn't showing up to stream. And looking back, hindsight is 2020. I was practicing pretty well from January 2023 up until June, and then my grandmother and John's grandmother passed away within 3 days of each other, and then whirlwind to plan the funeral, memorial, and then I hopped onto a plane immediately to Italy. That was 2 weeks. I had to recover for a whole week when I got back. So I have no memory of this. but apparently I tried to get back into practicing in August. Like I know that the streams exist. They are there. They happened, but in my brain, they didn't happen, which means that my mind was not there. Yeah, and then I ended up taking a break from practicing pretty much up until January of this year. And while I think most of us like, and I did feel guilty about not practicing, while I think it's very tempting to feel guilty, sometimes life just happens and you can't, you have to take a really long break. This also happened in the first 6 months of John's skin exploding in 2021. I also had to, like, I was streaming, but I wasn't practicing. I actually made the conscious decision that I wasn't going to practice. So, like, because, like, I was just so tight, I was so tense. Like, if you think about how tired I look right now, we're dealing with one of John's flares right now. It was this, in terms of feeling wise, it was this times 100. Like, that's how bad it was 2 years ago. And so it's a miracle that I even showed up to stream, but I was really streaming for me so that I would still have a sense of self as I was caregiving for John. And yeah, it was like, you can't practice in that state. There's just, life is so bad that you can't. You like don't have the physical ability to, let alone the mental ability to practice, because it does take a lot of mental resources to practice. Like, you're observing yourself, you're analyzing yourself, you're trying to figure out what's wrong, how you can make it better, etc. And the mental resources needed to do that is just not something you can do if you are in that chapter of your life. I think as much as people joke around, like, with the Ling Ling 40 hours and stuff like that, as much as people joke around about that, the reality is that that's not how life works. If you have been fortunate enough to not have to go through something like that, that's great. That's fantastic. Keep practicing, have fun while doing it, but understand that everyone is going through something, and you don't know the extent of what someone is going through that may be preventing them from playing their instrument, from practicing. So, like, as the person who can't practice, I would encourage you to really look at where you are in your life and be understanding of yourself, and try not to feel that shame and that guilt. And if you are someone looking at someone who's not practicing, I would encourage you to have empathy, to understand that life can get so bad that even though you love your instrument, you can't play it. It sometimes life sucks and there ain't nothing you can do about it. So, like, so all that to say, I really feel you, Deanna. I've had to take long breaks from practicing, and I do this for my job. Okay? Like, this is my job and I have to take a break from practicing. Like, how hypocritical would that be of me to say that you guys should practice every day, no matter the circumstance, right? So, like, it's very, very, it's tough. It is really tough. So, yeah, empathy, just empathy. Empathy for others, empathy for yourself. Empathy is good. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Get off my high horse. Keep going. By the way, Pauline, hello. How are you? Yeah, 10-year break. You know, life, right? Exactly, Ruth. Like, um, I think at the end, kindness always wins. Always, you know? Like, um, it's a win-win situation for you and for the person you're kind to, you know? Okay, so definitely the issue today is more so with my lower lip not wanting to come out for the high notes. So if I just kind of like do it manually, everything comes out a little bit better and a little bit more relaxed too. Okay, we do it again. Last time. Oh, Vlad, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I do attribute the really good tone to my dissection of my Nagahara Mini yesterday. So I am really feeling, I'm like, I need to do an in-depth review of this flute. I need to. I'm also thinking, because the stream went so long yesterday, I might have to start an hour early when I review this flute. I want to give it the full 3 hours that I know that I need for like a very quality review. So, because I feel like if I actually sit down with you guys, well, I guess stand up with you guys and dissect this flute, then I think I'm going to have even more control over what I do. Yeah, because like the Nagahara Mini is so close in its behavior to my flute that I'm like, if I do like an in-depth review of the flute itself, like you guys can already hear the crazy difference between like yesterday's stream and like my sound today on this flute, right? So like how much more like how much more control will I end up having if I really understand exactly how my flute works with like a good 3-hour review of it, you know? So, okay, very cool. I can feel we're getting towards the end of like, you know, needing to drill the development. I was correct. I need an extra day. So, so I only need one more day. So tomorrow, Thursday, right? So I will drill this again tomorrow, and then on Friday, well, we'll reevaluate tomorrow to see if I absolutely need another day or if I can move on to the recapitulation on Friday. So that is the plan. Let's have some fun. I'm going to do a little bit of Rapid as Wildfires. Let's turn on my Bluetooth pedal. Uh-oh. Is it dead? Oh, I killed it. Okay, I am going to have to charge this. Whoopsies. Okay, so well, I guess we're just going to do it the scuffed way. Okay, I'm just going to start in little bits and pieces here and there. It's happened. The low notes sound and feel exactly the way I want them. Yes, it has happened. Now the high note, the high A, I'm still not sticking my lip out far enough, and I'm not lifting the roof of my mouth enough. That's just the today problem. So, oh well, we'll take it. this bit is actually surprisingly challenging for like maintaining good tone control. So try this part. It is finally sounding the way I want it to. Thanks, guys. Oh, all right. Yeah. Jeremy, thank you for so much and welcome to the stream. Piper Maid, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Holy crap. Okay, I'm definitely feeling it, guys. I have to do a review of this flute because if even just doing a review of my Nagahara Mini is making me truly like understand how at least Mopani wood works, guys, I have to. So I might have to hold off on it just a bit though, just because I have a few other like ideas and projects that I have in mind to do, but like, holy cow. Also, I forgot to put this down here. So that, oops, whoa, wow, the scuff is real. Okay. So that was Rapid as Wildfires, but now we're going to do just a little bit of La Vagalette to end off today. Okay. I definitely need to repeat the first section more often because I've been repeating the second section more often. So I'm gonna fix one thing in the second section, and then I will repeat the first half of this maybe 2 or 3 times. So I just need to change where I'm resonating the note. And now that I know exactly where it is, at least on my Nagahara Mini, it's just working here. Yeah. Okay, first half. It's D flat there. Yeah, I was playing with different tone colors. Just, sometimes I feel like one and sometimes I feel like the other. Honestly, like weirdly, this is one of the pieces that I feel kind of works with either, depending on the vibe you're going for, Sometimes I feel like I want to give it a little bit more oomph, and then other times I kind of want it to sound a little bit more sorrowful, and I feel like the hollow tone works a little better with that. So, okay, time to clean up. Thank you all so much for joining today. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate your company. That was super fun, and wow, the review yesterday was very transformative for me. I think because I had the Nagahara Mini for years before I got this head joint, I'm not surprised that I ended up gravitating towards the same feel. So I think when I eventually do a review on this flute, I definitely want to do it with like comparing my old head joint, because I never dissected my old head joint. Like I have no idea how my old head joint, like it's not that I have no idea. I only have like some idea, or like a slightly more than vague idea of how my old head joint works. And I think it will be very revealing as to why it didn't work for me, why this one works better for me. Yeah, like I definitely can see why I gravitated towards this one, and why when I played it, it was like immediate, like it just immediately responded to me, because I was playing piccolo, I think quite a bit at the time. I was playing in an orchestra, and so I think my mouth had, like, maybe without me realizing it, had sort of molded itself to my Nagahara Mini, just kind of like instinctively. I was essentially doing the things that I was talking about yesterday, but just without, consciously realizing it. And so, yeah, I don't think it's a surprise that I ended up, like, it's weird because most people choose a piccolo that's close to, and I thought I was choosing a piccolo that was close to how my flute plays, but I was on my old head joint at that point. Turns out I may have actually chosen a head joint that matched my piccolo. Yeah, and it just, yeah, I think yesterday's review really just kind of like made me reconsider kind of like my whole history with purchasing my instruments and stuff. So I do think it would be interesting for me to do a head joint to head joint matchup on my Brandon. Absolutely. Like, I think that would be super interesting. That's actually something that I want to know. I want to know what are the exact differences with like all my scuff drawings and everything. I want to know what are the actual, like, concrete specific differences between my old head joint and my new one. So it is funny how our bodies have memory. Yeah, like I think my body just like had like molded itself to my piccolo, and then was like, aha, like when I tried this head joint, Um Yep, exactly as Void is saying. I think I ended up doing exactly what you said, which is chose a piccolo based on what I wanted, then matched my flute head joint to it. Exactly. I think that's what happened. Victor, thank you so much for always being so grateful for my streams. Thank you. So yeah. Um, Vibe match, basically. Piper Maid, thank you so much. Uh, no, it's fine. I totally know typing on a phone is hard. I can read right through the typos. It's totally fine. I think the other day there was a fantastic typo though. It made my day. I was feeling terrible and it made my day. So if you guys want to go and see it, I think it's it's the end of the caretaker wife mode engaged stream. It was a few streams ago. So if you go to the very end, you'll see a really funny typo. Made my day. Okay, I will take my leave. I cannot believe I'm actually ending more or less on time, so I can have a full lunch break. Get some good rest before I teach a little bit this afternoon. Yeah, because I'm just being real with you guys. I am pretty darn tired. Pretty darn tired. Dealing with TSW is exhausting, guys. It's exhausting. And yeah, I'm just done hiding that how exhausted I am. I'm so tired. But you know what? Still onwards and upwards. We're getting there. It's a long recovery road, but we're getting there, and I would not trade John for anyone in the world. Like, if this is the price to pay to be with him, I will gladly pay it over and over. So, all right, we are done. I love you all so very much. Hugs and lots of love right back at you guys. Thank you so much for being so kind in the chat. Take care of yourselves. Stay happy, healthy, and safe as best as you can. Okay, I understand that sometimes life happens, but take care of yourselves because there's no music without the musician. Laters, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.